losers, but we winning though. They used to laugh at us, now we winning though. They used to tell me never in my lifetime. Come on, folks. It's been a while. How y'all been, man? Welcome to another exciting episode of Strong Arm Sports. I'm KSpadeTheProspect.
I'm your boy LaParis57, and together we form Strong Arm Sports. I'm back. Let's go.
Man, how you feeling,
back, man? We took a week off, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling back. Let's go. Let's jump right into it.
Well, jump slow, man, because your immune system is obviously a little weak. So I don't want you to, try to come back from injury.
First of all, I caught the black plague from you, bro. From being on the headset gaming with you, I caught the joint from you.
I don't know what you're talking about. I had a cold. I beat my cold in 24 hours. I thought grown men had immune systems that could beat colds. I don't know. Maybe when it comes to colds, you Derrick Rose. But anyway, man.
I'm feeling good. Drake can. I'm feeling good.
I've missed you guys. I hope y'all have missed us. Hopefully everybody's healthy, man. Let's kick this show off, bro. What you got for him, man?
All right, so I want to start off with talking some NCAA news. SMU head coach Larry Brown came out over the past week and said that the Kentucky Wildcats, they can compete in the Eastern Conference with that team they have right now. Can't wait to get your thoughts on that, Spade. What do you think about the Kentucky Wildcats?
What does he mean by compete? See, I wish I could talk to
He said they can make the playoffs. He said they can make the playoffs.
Hell no.
That's what he said.
I don't like when people do that. Kentucky's a great college basketball team. And let them just be that, a college basketball team. Because let's face it, you look at a lot of great teams, and I hate to pick on these guys. Let's go back to that North Carolina team that had, what was it, Sean May, Rashad McCants, Ty Lawson, all those guys. Yeah, it was a great team. Where are some of those guys? Where are most of those guys in the league today? Not in the league today. So, this Kentucky team is a great college team, man. Larry Brown said before the season that this team should go undefeated. So far, Larry Brown's been right on that. Let's leave it there. Some of these guys won't even pan out to be stars. Some of these guys might not even pan out to be role players in the league. Let's not say this team could make the playoffs in the East. I don't agree with it, man. How you feel about it?
Well, according to Chad Ford, that's the guy that does like he does the mock draft for the NBA, like McShay and them do it for, McShay and Kuiper do it for the NFL. He said that Kentucky have about 8 pros on this team right now. 8.
They said the same about that Carolina team.
They said they got 8 pros on this team right now. Now, let me tell you something, Spade. Something that you may know or may not know. From 6 down in the East, those teams are upside down. So, I think it's Brooklyn. I think they have the 8th spot. Miami. And it's another team that they have upside down records. They like 32 and 40 something. Right. So that the records are upside down. Now, I'm not saying Kentucky can compete with these guys. To me, I think Kentucky would be a team kind of like the Philadelphia 76ers in the Eastern Conference, because these guys are, they college players. Come on. And it's different from playing 40 games in an 82 game season. So I want to say that Larry Brown kind of was just stroking, his former coach, it was his former assistant, the head coach of Kentucky. He was kind of just stroking his ego, bigging him up a little bit, kind of, pushing him, giving that little bit of edge. And I think that Kentucky in the Eastern Conference, I don't think they would make the playoffs. Larry Brown, I like you as a head coach, and you took SMU to the tourney, but relax, Larry. Relax. A lot of people are saying that some of the players from this Kentucky team aren't going to be elite pros. Some of the experts anyway are saying that these guys are not going to be elite pros anyway. It's only like 2 guys they expect to be elite pros. So we have to wait and see. We have to wait and see if they can even win this tournament moving forward.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
you're right.
So we definitely have to wait and see. But so far, Kentucky has looked impressive. I just don't think they could compete in the Eastern Conference. Can't wait to see what you guys think, though. I know a lot of you guys are real into college basketball. Y'all going to be like, oh, they got Kylie Stein and Towns and all these guys. They can compete in the East. So leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Can't wait to see what you guys think.
Me either, man. I feel like that's a great way to segue into a different topic. I kind of had this topic further down on the board, but Let's go there. Let's talk about the Final Four in the NCAA, man. Some of the teams that made it are first seed teams. 3 of the teams are first seed teams, so a lot of people probably figured they'd be there. And there's somebody there that you may not have expected. So let's get into it, man. We got Duke versus Michigan State, the Spartans out here, and we got Kentucky versus Wisconsin. I don't ever play the brackets. I don't. I'm not a huge college basketball fan. I do like watching the games, and I think we're in for some really good games. I mean, did things play out similar to the way you thought they would, or are you completely surprised by this Final Four?
I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, you know, a lot of people are surprised that Michigan State made it. I mean, I think they was a 7th or 8th seed, but you know, they got a elite coach, you know, in Izzo. And,
yeah, man.
Yeah, Izzo. You know, I mean, he always had Michigan State competing for national championships every year. So I mean, as far as looking at how everything panned out, I'm not surprised at all. The funny thing is, I looked up some information and I found out that Coach K was 8-1 versus Michigan State, which kind of shocked me. I said, "Wow, they actually play against each other, and Coach K is pretty much dominating that series." So I can't wait to see what happened in that game.
So is that a prediction?
I mean, I don't want to make a prediction. I don't think I want to make a prediction. I just can't wait to see what happened in that game. And as far as everybody, you know, saying Kentucky going to dominate Wisconsin, as far as Wisconsin goes, I mean, how you beat Kentucky with all them bigs? You know, a lot of people playing against Kentucky, they try and drive to the basket. Kentucky have like 4 7-footers that they could have in the game at any time.
Right.
I think you beat Kentucky by taking them outside. You got to be able to hit shots against Kentucky. And I think Wisconsin can do that. Now, I'm not saying they're gonna beat Kentucky, but if any team can beat Kentucky, it can be Wisconsin, because they can hit shots out there. Them boys can shoot. So I don't really want to make a prediction. I just want great games. I want a great final. I want a great Final Four, and I just want it, you know, to be exciting. How do you feel about it, though?
You know, I'm kind of the one thing I like about college basketball. I get a chance to watch as purely from a fan's perspective. You know, I like Miami. You guys already know that. I watch Miami a little bit. My favorite team, if I had to say I had a favorite team, I used to really get into the Tar Heels. I tell this story about Joe Forte. Joseph Forte was the guy that let me know. I didn't know as much about college hoops as I thought. I thought Joseph Forte was the future. I really did, yo. So, I mean, I'm not vested in any of these teams. I just want to see some good games, man. So, I don't care. Whatever happens, I don't care.
I got a question for you, Spade.
All right.
It's kind of been a question that's kind of been stirring up some controversy lately. I want to ask you, Steve Nash retired over these past couple of weeks since we was off. And I want to ask you, do you think Steve Nash, is he a Hall of Famer? Do Steve Nash deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? Now, Steve Nash, if you guys don't know, he did win 2 MVPs. Arguably, one of them should have went to Shaq.
Yeah,
you could argue that.
Glad you said that.
One of them could have went to the Diesel. But a lot of people are saying you win 2 MVPs, you should automatically be in the Hall of Fame. I want to know what you think about that, Spade.
Well, I got to disagree with that theory. Winning 2 MVPs doesn't necessarily, I don't feel like it should make you a Hall of Famer, because the MVP thing is kind of, it's voted on, and you know, anything that's voted on like that, if it was just dead set on like statistical categories or win losses, then I would respect it more. But anytime you got a voting process, it's skewed by human opinion. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I mean, I guess for what it's worth, the Hall of Fame selection committee is human opinion. So somebody could argue that. I don't know, man. When I look at Steve Nash, when I look over his career, he had some great seasons. He had a couple of 20 and 10 seasons. I think, what years was he MVP? 05, 06? 04, 05?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, I know the first year he had a really good year, something like 21 a game, maybe 11 or 12 assists. And he was instrumental in getting that Phoenix Sun team as deep as they went in the playoffs, which this guy has never even seen a finals in his whole career. And then when I look at his career averages, 14 points a game and like 8 or 9 assists, I don't know, man. 14 points a game and 8 assists, if that makes you a Hall of Famer, then it's a lot of Hall of Famers on the way. I got to say no. I like Nash. I like this game. I just feel like Nash is, you know, I said this on the show once. I said that a player's kind of whatever you want to call it, they graph. They got a starting point, they peak and they decline. Well, Nash is here's his peak. It's almost, it's not a hill. It's kind of like a ladder. Like he had like 3 seasons that he was hot, and everything else he was just, you know, he was just a pretty good player to me. That's my opinion. How you feel about it?
I mean, Steve Nash. I don't want to say I'm a Steve Nash fan, but I like Steve Nash.
I like him,
especially when he was with Phoenix. Now I know he was with Dallas, with Phoenix. I think he went back to Dallas again. Didn't he go back to Dallas twice?
Went back to Phoenix. He went to Phoenix twice.
With the Phoenix twice, went to Dallas once. My bad. But I was thinking, Steve Nash as a Hall of Famer, he do have the 2 MVPs. I get it. And I mean, he was instrumental in them great Phoenix teams that was like up and down. D'Antoni, he was like the perfect guy for D'Antoni's offense. And I'm questioning, should Steve Nash be an MVP because of the offense he was in? He was able to do a lot of that because they was up and down the court so much. I mean, he had young Amari, who was it. You know what I mean? He had young Sean Marion, who was it. Was Joe Johnson there too?
Joe Johnson.
I think Joe Johnson was there.
Joe Johnson get that big ass contract from the Hawks.
Big contract. That's what I'm saying. And then, you know, a lot of the Amari, Marion, Joe Johnson, I just think they were a product of that offense. I don't want to say he's not a Hall of Famer. I don't want to say he is a Hall of Famer. I'm torn. And I know that this show isn't about being torn. It's about, you know.
Yeah, man, the strong arm truth.
Strong arm truth, man. But this right here was a tough topic for me, man, because it's not that I don't want him in. Let me say this. If he was to get in, I wouldn't be mad about it. Let me say that. If he's not in, I wouldn't be mad about it. I just don't know
if I'm all right with that, bro. I mean,
I just don't. I don't know which way to go, Spade.
That's a politician answer. We want to know, sir. I mean, let me put it to you like this: if it's deadlocked as a tie, I don't know how many people are on the committee, but if it's a tie and you are the tie breaking vote, is he in or out? That's what I want to know.
I want to say he's in. I want to say Steve Nash is in. If I'm the tie-breaking vote, I got to put Steve Nash in.
Okay. I mean, I respect that.
I want to put him in.
I want to put him in. If it's me, I say no. But I mean, I'm kind of with you. I think it's tough to have watched Steve Nash play and not be a fan of what he did on the court. So I don't think anybody would be mad either way. Well, 14 points and 8 assists, my dude.
I mean, you got a point, bro. You definitely have a point. Man.
I mean, if that's the case, you might as well just open the door and say, "Hey, all y'all over there, come on, and just call everybody." I mean, I think when it's all said and done, Rio might have 14 and 8 when his career is over. But anyway, let's move forward, man. I don't want to stay here for too long.
And Rio got some championships.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He at least know what the finals look like. But anyway, let's move forward, man. Yeah. Now, speaking of Rio, let's talk about one of Mario Chalmers' ex-teammates, or ex-coaches, if you want to call them that, or ex-disciplinarians. LeBron James, in his new situation in Cleveland. When this whole thing happened, everybody, including maybe some people connected with this show, everybody thought the Cleveland Cavaliers, this is it. There's no reason in even having a season this year. They won the championship, especially when that last piece came in and they got Kevin Love. I got to admit, even I was hoping, please don't give him Kevin Love. When LeBron was in Miami, they didn't want to give Miami anybody. Well, I also said here on this show that Kevin Love was in for a eye-opening experience. It's not easy to be a big in the LeBron James system, especially when it's not a veteran coach there to kind of take leadership. LeBron has always been in situations where he's kind of like a player coach. It's his way or no way. We've seen this. And Kevin Love has obviously struggled. I mean, his numbers are down. Man, the dude's smiles are down. Kevin Love ain't even smiling much nowadays. It don't look good. And now we're starting to hear reports out of Cleveland that LeBron and Kevin Love, they ain't really getting along too good. I mean, is this a big deal or what? Media just looking for a story?
Nah, I want to say it's a big deal because let me speak from Kevin Love perspective. If I'm Kevin Love, I was it in Minnesota. I was it. So I'm thinking
you want it out.
True. But if I'm Kevin Love, I'm thinking I was it in Minnesota. I'm about to team up with the baddest man in the NBA, which is LeBron James. He ain't gonna do nothing but make my game better. I mean, we about to go to Cleveland, win some championships, have a nice little run over here. I get to Cleveland in the fourth quarter. I'm not in the game. I'm on the bench. I see LeBron out there taking pictures with the rest of the guys that are newer acquisitions, such as Iman, J.R. Smith, even Timothy Mozgov is in there. I see captions saying, I'm running through Cleveland with my woes, and I'm not included. It was speculation. You know, I think it was some major trolling, but it was speculation that Kevin Love took the picture. Like, he wasn't in the picture, but he took the picture.
Man,
but
Kevin ain't take that picture, bro.
Kevin ain't take that picture. It was some trolling going on.
Kevin saw that on Twitter and was like, when was this? Like,
what's going on?
Hey, y'all, what is going on? That's how it went down.
And if I'm Kevin Love, I think I'm thinking of the fastest way to get out of Cleveland. First of all, it's cold. I'm a West Coast kid. I mean, I know I played in Minnesota. If I was going to stay there, if I knew Cleveland was going to be like this, I'd have stayed up in Minnesota for another year because it's cold up there, but at least I'd have cooked. So I think Kevin Love is thinking, I'm about to be out of here soon on the fastest thing smoking out of Cleveland, Ohio. What do you think about this situation, Spade?
Well, I'll say this. I mean, the NBA is a job. It looks like a pretty fun job from my perspective, but it's a job. And everybody I know with a job work with at least one person that they're not necessarily friends with. They're not saying that LeBron and Kevin Love hate each other. They're just not friends. LeBron don't hit Kevin up when Kevin late for practice, LeBron don't hit him up like, hey, you good? You know, they don't even worry about him. But that don't necessarily mean this thing can't work. I believe in sports, winning cures all. I know Kevin Love has kind of had some little knick-knack injuries. It's kind of kept him off the court. LeBron is just playing GM over there. If you remember, LeBron was like, he can't wait to work with these young guys like Wiggins and Waiters. He got both of them guys the hell up out of there. So, I mean, if LeBron is indeed not happy with Love, they're going to get Love out of there. I don't know if you remember this. In Miami, they went and got Michael Beasley, who I've always said Michael Beasley is a bucket getter. He's a scorer. Yeah. He's a knucklehead, but he's a scorer. Well, they got him down there. LeBron was not happy with Michael Beasley's defense. Michael Beasley ain't never been about defense. Ever. True. Well, what happened when LeBron had a problem with him? They got him out of there. Again, like Michael Beasley been in Miami like 3 times. But I think Kevin Love shouldn't worry about his situation in Cleveland. He should just play and play hard, because if LeBron is unhappy with him, he will be gone. And he needs to be making sure that he's laying a pretty good resume for his next job, because it might not be in Cleveland.
My question is, what if Kevin Love doesn't fit what they want him to do? I mean, they're trying to turn him into this stretch four. Kevin Love can shoot threes, and he did that in Minnesota. But Kevin Love was known for banging down low, and they don't want all that congestion down there in the paint when LeBron is trying to do what LeBron do. So what if Kevin Love over there, like, I am playing hard, this is what they want me to do, is just not working out for me.
And that's probably the case.
So if the future in Cleveland is looking like Kevin Love had to be a stretch four, is that the best situation for him?
Oh, no, it's definitely not. But I mean, at the same time, if this situation parlays itself into a championship, let's say the Cleveland, let's say they win the championship this year. Kevin Love still gets a ring. He's still a part of that team. He still goes down in history. Do that mean he's happy? No, but he could be in Minnesota dropping triple-doubles and double-doubles every day. It wasn't going to translate to any wins or any championships. And Kevin knew that. Like, if he was concerned about being the man, he never would have wanted to leave Minnesota. He wanted out of Minnesota, which means he wanted to win. So it's kind of like the case of be careful what you ask for, because, hey, Kevin, y'all winning? Y'all winning. They winning. Somebody winning.
Let me ask you one more question, Spade, before we change the subject. It's rumors that Kevin Love may be heading west to the Lakers. And there's rumors that the Lakers also want Russell Westbrook. So let me ask you, Kevin Love and LeBron, or Kevin Love and Westbrook? Like,
if I'm Kevin Love?
If you Kevin Love.
Oh, I mean, that's a no-brainer. Kevin Love and Russell Westbrook were college teammates. They already got some type of chemistry. He knows what Russell, you know what I'm saying? And I've always been told the devil you know is easier to deal with than the devil you don't know. And by that I mean, it's going to be some good, it's going to be some bad to come with Russell as well. But Kevin kind of knows that situation. And they got history. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If Russell's just going crazy out there, Kevin got the relationship, I want to think. He got the relationship with Russell where he can be like, man, Russ, what the hell? You can't go at LeBron and say, what the hell? You be gone tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You can't go at the king like that.
True.
But before we move forward, I want to say, and I'm not happy to see Kevin Love struggle like he's struggling this year. But I feel like watching Kevin Love struggle brings that much more appreciation to what Chris Bosh was able to do for that Miami Heat team. He completely reconstructed his game, and he made it work for the betterment of that team. And, you know, the question is, maybe they ruined Bosh. Maybe Bosh isn't, maybe he can never go back to being the Bosh that people saw in Toronto. But they never had issues. You know, regardless of how frustrating it got, I saw games where Bosh would go out there and be shooting 3 of 3 and not get the ball for the rest of the whole quarter. Bosh never complained. He never looked unhappy. You guys was throwing all kind of jokes at him. Y'all call him all kind of stuff, make fun of him, and he always made it work for the betterment of the team. And I just feel like that makes my appreciation for what Bosh did grow. But let's move forward, man. I tend to be long-winded. My bad.
Spade. I mean, that's a good point. But moving forward, and what the heck news that happened during our little hiatus? The Browns owner, whenever it's some Browns news, you gotta make your here we go face.
You right.
The Browns owner, Jimmy Haslam, wants to swap ownership of the Tennessee Titans that are up for sale. So if you guys don't know, the Tennessee Titans are up for sale. The Browns owner, Jimmy Haslam, is from Knoxville, Tennessee. He's a resident of Knoxville, Tennessee. He went to the University of Tennessee. His brother is the governor of Tennessee. Just to let you guys know that. His brother is the governor of Tennessee. So when he seen that the Tennessee Titans was up for sale, he said, you know what? I will give this guy, the current owner of the Titans, the Browns, if I can be the owner of the Titans. I mean, have this ever been done before? When I heard this, I was like, what? I was like, what? He said that he would give the Browns to the Tennessee owner so he can sell the Browns. See, this guy, Jimmy Haslam, if you guys, before you go, Spade, this guy, Jimmy Haslam, he wanted to be an owner in the NFL so bad. The Cleveland Browns was the only team up for sale, so he just decided to buy him. He really wanted to own the Titans, but they wasn't up for sale at that time. Now they are, so now he came up with this plan. Tennessee fans, Tennessee Titan fans, you see what this guy did to the Browns? Or do you see what this guy is doing to the Browns? If I'm a Browns fan, I'm ecstatic. I'm hoping that this goes down. If I'm a Titan fan, I'm saying, no. What's your thoughts on this, baby?
I don't know. Well, wait a minute. We can't put all the blame for the Browns and their issues on the owner.
It's his fault.
No, a lot of that stuff fall on the GM. The GM the one texting people during the game. And
Spade, he's the owner of the team, Spade.
Yeah,
Spade is the owner of the team.
I'm going to tell you something.
I guarantee you, if he was texting, I guarantee you that owner was right there. Like, yeah, send a text. I
don't know. The thing that's funny to me is, I mean, rich people can do things that we can only dream about, you know?
Yeah.
I can trade you a pair of shoes, but we trading teams? You going to trade a team? Now,
trade the ownership of the team.
He like, hey man, I know you got a team for sale. Let me paint this. Let me. I love analogies. Y'all know that. Let me paint this. I'm driving around in my 1986 Chevy Blazer. You know, I bought that Blazer because I wanted a car, but I was impatient. I couldn't wait on what I really wanted. What I really wanted was a 96 Impala. You got a 96 Impala for sale, and I pull up and say, check this out. I know you're looking for a car to sell because you need the money. Let me give you my Blazer. You sell it, and I'll just take your Impala. Hell no. You know what he need to do if you want Tennessee, what you should do is put the Browns up for sale and buy the Titans.
Exactly.
Don't throw your problems off on that guy. He don't want them damn Browns. He don't want the Browns.
He don't want them Browns. He don't want them Browns, man.
I mean, when I keep it short on that one. I don't think that's what's up.
Spade, when I read this story, I couldn't believe it because I'm like, what? Like, you know, I thought I was dyslexic because I was like, am I reading this right? What is going on, man? But
crazy.
I mean, I doubt the NFL let this happen, but I mean, it's just definitely great to talk about, man. I just couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it.
Crazy. All right, well, let's move forward. Since we're talking about the NFL anyway, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers just recently, let it be known that they want to call in Marcus Mariota to interview him.
True.
Which kind of shook people up for a minute because the Browns, everybody thought the Bucs had fallen in love with Jameis. So,
yeah.
Is this a smoke screen? Is this trying to let other teams be confused? I mean, because a lot of times going into draft day, you kind of want to have your poker face on and not necessarily show who you're interested in. At the same time, Tampa got the #1 pick. They can take whoever they want to take. But, I mean, what do you think this is? Is this just them dotting their I's and crossing their T's or what?
Yeah, I think this is just the Bucs doing what they should do. They do diligence. They need to go bring both guys in, talk to both guys, see how they feel with both guys. Bring the guys around their guys and see, which personalities fit. Because I'm a Jameis Winston fan. Let's not get it misconstrued, but Jameis do have some character issues. A lot of people.
Jameis? Character issues?
Jameis.
All right, go ahead.
A lot of people do fall in love with Mariota's, his, how he is, his approach to everything. They like the kid personality. They like how he is. He seems to be about business. So I think this is just the Bucs doing what they should do. They need to bring both guys in, talk to both guys, and see. I mean, I think they're still going to draft Jameis. I think, they see that Jameis will be the better, pro quarterback.
So you don't think it's a chance that after this interview, we could see a down arrow by Jameis and an up arrow by Marcus?
I mean, Spade, this is the NFL. We can't put nothing past any of these teams. These guys might draft a defensive lineman. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? They could pull a rabbit out their hat. Who knows? But I mean, I just think that's what they should do with having the #1 pick. I remember when the Colts and the Chargers had that pick up there when it was Peyton Manning and Ryan Leaf. They brought both of those guys in. They talked to both of those guys. They probably already knew who they was going to draft because Ryan Leaf had some issues in college as well.
Yeah, I agree.
But I mean, I just think that's what they got to do. They got to bring both guys in to talk to them. So I think that's what the Bucs should do.
I agree. What else we got, bro?
Well, moving on, we're going to go right to the Pick'em game because I've been cooking these past 2 weeks. I've been cooking.
No. You didn't win the last one. You did not win the last one. The last one was the battle of the bad teams, and the Knicks did lose, like I said.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You right. Because I forgot we did switch it up. But, I mean, I did get me a dub in there somewhere the week before last. You did win last week, but I got to... Yeah, it's been a minute. But I got a good one for us this week.
All right.
The Pick'em game this week is the Miami Heat, which we all know Spade is in love with. The Miami Heat versus the Cleveland Cavaliers on Thursday, April 2nd. Who you picking, Spade? We know you like LeBron. We know you a Heat fan. Which way you going?
Well, LeBron is my favorite player.
Yeah, we know.
But the Heat my favorite team. So
yeah, we know.
Fanism aside, let's face it, man. The Heat, I don't know what it is. The Heat kind of got the Cavs downloaded. They lead the series playing against these guys this year. Here's a fun fact that you may or may not know. When LeBron was with the Heat, let me get it right. Let me make sure I say this right. With LeBron being back with the Cavs, he's already lost to the Heat more times, which is 2, more times than he ever lost to the Cavs his entire tenure with the Heat. The Heat got something figured out about this guy. And D-Wade has been playing great. His knees are rejuvenated. Knock on wood. I don't want that to mess up. So, yeah, man, I feel cool taking the Heat in a hard-fought game. Let's go, Heat.
Oh, I'd definitely take the Cavs. LeBron and them, they about to cook these guys. The Heat like 32-41. I'm definitely taking the Cavs.
Make it 33 when them Cavs come around.
Hopefully, I'm praying that they don't sit LeBron. These teams, they got this These players need, I'm doing the quote fingers here, these players need rest. They on that, you know what I mean? Getting close to the playoffs, a lot of people are sitting out. The Hawks just sat some players out the other, like a couple days ago. So I'm hoping that the Cavs don't sit out, you know, Bron and Kyrie and all these other guys. But I definitely take the Cavs to win that game.
Definitely?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Works for me.
Convincingly, too. Convincingly.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and move to the strong arm performers of the week. You want me to go first and shut it down, or you want me to give you an opportunity to be great?
Nah, I want to go first.
Go ahead,
my dude been cooking. My dude been cooking. So my strong arm performer of the week, I got to give it to the homie Brook Lopez of the Brooklyn Nets. He was named Player of the Week in the NBA, led the Nets to a 3-1 record, and Brook has been cooking, averaging 30 points, 9 rebounds, 3 blocks. Like, he just been going ham. And I kind of gave Brook Lopez a hard time earlier in the earlier show, saying Brook Lopez wasn't it, and Brook Lopez has turned into a problem. Brook Lopez is definitely a problem. He's been going ham. So for that, Brook Lopez, you are my strong arm performer of the week.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, you know, if you're into that type of thing, I got a better strong arm performer of the week. I just got through telling you guys that D-Wade is rejuvenated, and let me tell you, D-Wade just recently had a minor outpatient procedure on his knee, and the very next day, he hit the Detroit Pistons with 40. Let me say it right. 40. 40 points, 6 boards, 4 dimes, and a steal, fresh out of the hospital. Now, why can D-Wade come fresh out the hospital and drop 40, but a common cold shut you down for a whole week? I just want to know, LePage. But anyway, with that performance, D-Wade, you are my strong arm performer of the week.
Listen, man. Listen, Spade. First of all, I told you. First of all, this is how I know you my real friend, because you said that you don't think LeBron calling Kevin Love film make it to practice. It's like, yo, you good, bro? Spade called me every day like, yo, you good? I'm like, yo, I'm dying. He was like, yo, you gonna be all right. That's how I know you my real friend, Spade. So thank you for being a real friend and checking up on your boy. I want to thank all. Wait, let me finish.
Wait. Let me finish. I really just wanted to get the show recorded, though. I mean, I'm your friend, but I just wanted to do the show. I was looking out for y'all. I'm y'all friend. Thank
everybody that tweeted me, that tweeted Strong on Sports like, yo, where's the show? Yo, is LePavis alive? I'm alive and well. I'm back, yo. We won't be having any more issues. I'm here. And you know what? Because Spade want to send all these shots at your boy. If I'm ever sick again, I'm going to be on camera sneezing, snotty nose, coughing, mucusy, everything. Because I'm not missing another show.
Good.
I'm not missing another show, man. But that's the end of the show. We want to thank you guys for watching. You know, we like to play around and, talk a lot of sports on this show. Have some jokes for you guys. We want to thank everybody for your continued support. As usual, leave your comments down below on all the topics that we talked about. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. If you're a regular here, bang the like button. The podcast is on the way. We got merchandise that's out. Go support the show. Show your love, man. Spade, anything else, man?
And that's it, bro.
We'll see you guys next episode. I'll be here.
Peace.
Peace.